The number of Ebola contacts has now grown to 135, most of whom are Presbyterian Hospital employees. But to calm public fears, the county is now signing voluntary agreements with those individuals, asking them to stay at home for the next 3 weeks. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins in studio tonight to tell us more about what's behind that decision. But first, Fox Sports' Calvert Collins is at Presby Hospital with details on the quarantine agreement. Calvert.
Well, public fears spiked after the revelation that Amber Vincent got on a plane with a fever Monday night, even with the CDC's go-ahead. But now the county is focusing on her colleagues here at Presbyterian, asking them to sign an agreement promising they will stay home.
A contact of a contact is not someone with Ebola virus.
Words from a doctor still doubted by many. 16 days after Thomas Eric Duncan tested positive for Ebola, Dallas County is taking extra precautions to ensure the public's safety and sanity.
Until it's necessary, elected officials like me who have those powers should never use them. Right now, because of the great work between the state and the county and the city and the integration with CDC, the powers aren't going to be necessary.
That's why county commissioners did not vote for an emergency declaration giving them the power to quarantine 75 Presbyterian Hospital employees.
These are 75 hometown healthcare heroes. These are people who chose a career to make their life's work the public health.
Each treated Duncan in some capacity. In addition to their twice daily CDC monitoring, the workers have agreed to stay off airplanes, buses, DART rail, and away from public places. Jenkins claims they're willing and compliant, and even if they do leave, they won't be going to jail.
We see people that are disease contacts or Ebola victims as people and as equals, and we want to rely on science and compassion.
Jenkins declared a state of emergency after the 2012 tornadoes and during the West Nile virus outbreak months later. Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings alluded to an emergency declaration being bad for business.
We want to make sure that our business enterprise continues to go. Just a simple thing that our contracts on convention business has a force majeure clause in it. And if we did something that could trigger things like that, other people will be harmed.
First and foremost, it's about public safety. If I thought it would hurt business, but keep you just a little bit safer, to allow them to vest me with that power, then I'd take it.
Now, the first 48 contacts, those were Thomas Eric Duncan's closest friends and family, are still being monitored by CDC detectives and disease detectives, as they're being called, and they are still not showing any symptoms of the Ebola virus. Their waiting game officially ends on Sunday. That 21-day incubation period will officially be over then. Then Duncan's fiance and her children are free to move into a new apartment out of that secluded home they've been staying in, Heather.
All right, Calvert Collins live tonight. Thank you.